All right, hello everyone, and welcome to some not Hollow Knight, to some League of Legends this time, where we're going to be going over the 7.13 patch notes. Wait a minute, this isn't centered. Oh god, wait, this is annoying me. Let me center it. Wait. Oh my god, OBS is not being good to me right now. Okay, this is more or less more centered. Okay, there we go. So, patch 7.13. I'm going to be doing this one solo because I don't want to call Hunter because then he's going to want to play with me. And Wiggy has been AFK since God knows how when. So, let's start it off. Aloha, friends. Welcome to patch 7.13, the one where honor makes a comeback. Let's fucking go. At the end of every game, you'll be able to honor one of your teammates with one of the new categories, GG, GG, and then heart. I love how they put a question mark in front of one of them. Alright. We also have the regular balance changes, toning down Galio, giving Nar some love, reining in a certain electric rat. You see, at first when I read that, I thought it was Twitch, but they don't mean Twitch getting static, right? And sharpening the edges on both Kindred and Rek'Sai. Okay. Closing up, did you know we have new tips for the loading screen? Thank the fucking Lord. Excuse me. I'm sick of fucking reading. Oh, did you know you could flash to avoid a skill shot? Like, no fucking duh. But most of the time you just get hit by one if you flash anyway. We've also got a way to track your vision score, no one cares, and SKT1 skins are here. No, they're not, because they're not fucking out yet. Don't lie to us. And the patch isn't even out yet. The patch is tomorrow. Okay, Honor update. Honor has been given a complete overhaul. You'll see no voting screen in addition to persistent honor level. Rewards, consistently honorable plays. Honor will be activated. Okay, voting screen. After each game, honor one teammate. Friendly, helpful teamwork. They're getting rid of the old honors. They're adding great shot calling, stayed cool, and then just the GG. So basically, if you're not good, but you're not bad, you can just get GG. Alright, post-game ceremony. Honor levels. Boosted. If you're full team in an honor vote, everyone on that team will receive a small boost to their honor level. That's good. And then the new flares. Key fragments and honor capsules. Okay. So I have some opinions on the new honor system. The old honor system was useless. It didn't do anything, and only people who want to get their dick sucked did it. The only time anyone ever honored anyone else was basically if there was like an icon tied to it, because that's the only time anyone honored anyone else, and then it was everyone doing it. So I like how with this new honor system they added keys to it, so now you have to get keys from here. You have to be above level 2, and they added honor capsules as well as key fragments. So the honor capsules contain, I believe, Grey Warwick and Medieval Twitch, which is good. So you could get somewhat exclusive skins, but they're not really exclusive anymore. So, honor system, besides those two skins and keys are the only thing making this honor system worthwhile longevity-wise, unless they add more skins to honor capsules. But at that point, it's kind of weird, because it's like, alright, they're going to have skins for honor, but then they're going to have skins for Hextech, but then they're going to have like event skins, but then they're going to have regular skins. It just seems like too much. But we'll see how they do it. Okay, Galio. So, Galio, or Galio, if you're not gay, is what I seem to think. Now remember, this is my version of the patch notes. We have no outside opinions. I seem to think Galio is a top tier meta top lane tank who does okay damage. So what'd they do? Base armor down. Okay, so he's going to get raped by ADs early, or physical damages early. So I could imagine Darius. Tornado Zone, Winds of War. This is a slight... Okay, this is an early game nerf, but I think a late game buff, but you don't really build too much AP on Gallia, so I think the damage is... It's just less early. I think it'll be alright, like mid and late. It'll be like around the same. Channel time. Oh, wow, that's actually a little bit of a slap on the buttock, on his stone ass. So it went from 1 second to 1.25 before jumping in the air. Hover time before dashing reduced by 0.25. Total time. Oh, okay. So the total time is reduced. You have more time to interrupt his channel, though. Okay. That's actually pretty good. So, Gnar. State of Gnar right now. I would say, alright. When he came out, I think he was a little underpowered. I don't remember for sure. Because not a lot of people used Gnar when he came out. But I remember they nerfed him, they buffed him, they changed him. So let's see what they do. Because I don't think he's in too good of a spot right now. But mini Q damage increased. Okay, so he's going to have a lot more poke. And Mega E jump range increased. So he can engage easier when he's big. So he doesn't have to flash necessarily. Unless he wants to do it like really quickly. So let's see the damage. The base damage is 5. And then after the first level, it goes like from 5 to 45. That's actually huge. What the fuck? And then the range is okay. Alright, I think these are good changes to Gnar. I think they might bring him back to see a little bit more use in the top lane. Because no one fucking plays him. But for some odd reason, they make point of him. Anyway, Kennen. I know they had a lot of changes. When I look at the PB every day, I saw they were changing Kennen like fucking crazy. So let's see what they did. W empowered attack bonus is now base plus AP and bonus AD. Hurricane no longer stacks W, and E ratio increase. So basically what they did was they gave him the Caitlyn treatment. So let's actually see what they... I want to read the huge ass paragraph they did. As a basic attack focused mage, Kennen has access to both physical and magic damage. Choosing between them affects the strengths Kennen brings. More consistent, unrelenting damage. Magic build makes him burstier. In theory, the balance between this build is an off-kilter. AD Kennen sustains damage is actually pretty bursty, and AP Kennen isn't bursting hard enough. We're giving AP Kennen better scaling, but our work on AD's Kennen's a bit more nuanced. Primarily removing electrical surge as a repeatable damage spike. Okay. Surge's AD scaling is down, and usual case for Kennen picks up Hurricane and no longer triples electrical surge's stack rates, like Caitlyn. Nuance is that the ratio switch from totally to Ponus, a change meant to mitigate the impact to bot lane Kennen. We'd like to keep viable as a niche position. Wait a minute. Switching to bonus AD removes the innate disadvantage bot lane Kennen faces with the total AD scaling. Okay. While letting us make a smaller ratio reduction. So let me see the ratio reductions. Empowered auto, 0.5, 0.8 of total AD to 0.6 AD and 0.3 AP. Huh. And they gave it a base day. Okay, actually that's not too bad. So basically the only nerf is his W damage is going to be slightly less, but it won't stack off Hurricane, so it's fine. It like offsets it. So that's why they kept the damage kind of the same. And I don't know why they care about buffing the E, because obviously in a team fight, you're going to try and hit everyone with your E, not your ult. So the E's a questionable change, but the W, I guess, if this is the nerf they're going to give him, do it. I don't play Kennen. I remember I played Kennen once and I raped with him. Anyway. Kha'Zix, Hunter's favorite fucking wonder boy that he always does no damage on. Let's see this shit. Q damage decreased, but isolation bonus increased. R stealth duration increased. Huh. Okay, I don't want to read that. So base damage, it's slightly lower. It's like by 10 AD. 1.1 bonus AD plus 65%. I think this is a net gain if you're isolated. So basically they're really pushing the isolation, which I'm going to be honest, I don't understand Kha'Zix as a champion because you're basically only going to be good either early game or mid game when someone's caught out or like on their own. Because late game, everyone should be grouping unless they have a split pusher, which I guess at that point Kha'Zix is good for split pushing. But then the question is, why does he have a reset on his E? Who knows? Anyway, what did they do to his R? Invisibility duration 1.5. Upon entering a bush while out of combat, you get invis for longer. And it lingers for 1.5. So they basically extended it by 0.5. Hey, give a buff to the R because everyone maxes Q, but I guess every other ability is up to them. And E. So it's basically between W and R, and I guess this is more incentive to max R, but I don't play Kha'Zix, and everyone, Hunter, I've seen play Kha'Zix does bad. So, Kindred. I already know the change they're doing, so instead of every 4 stacks after the initial 4, it's every 3 stacks, and they're upping the W's damage, 1% of current health, and they're buffing the base damage of E. Kindred got a little weak after the changes that were made last time, especially since they made it, like, I remember on PB, they changed it to 2 stacks, and people made videos of, like, having 1,000, 2,000 fucking range. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way this will go through. Like, people were playing support Kindred and getting crazy amount of stacks. Like, they were basically playing it like Bard. They were, like, getting the assist and then roaming. So, I think this is alright. I still don't like the place Kindred is. I think, did they return her armor a couple patches ago? I fucking do the patch notes and I don't even remember the previous one. But I think they need to buff her. Oh my god, there's fireworks going outside. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. So if you hear loud explosions, I'm not being attacked by terrorists. Those are fireworks. Anyway, I think they need to increase her base armor a little bit. And I don't know. It's like late game, Kindred before, she had a lot of damage from her stacks late game because they did percent health. So imagine this. You had, let's say, 10% of the current health from your stacks. Then you had another, like, however much Blade gives you. And then that would crit. That would be Kindred's late game. That would be amazing. Like, her late game is really good. I don't know about it now because she gains range, but a lot of her damage is gone to me from what I thought of Kindred before. Now, like I said, I'm not a Kindred player. She's an AD. She's the one AD I don't play. So, I don't know. I think she still needs more. Alright. Everyone's favorite fucking Wonder Tree, Maokai. Wait, let me make sure I'm not muted. If I was muted during this whole thing. Okay, I'm not. Thank the Lord. Whew. Alright, Maokai. Base health increased, R range increased, cooldown per level reduced. So basically, after the initial release of Maokai's fucking overpowered E, they realized, wait, we nerfed his E, now no one is going to use him. So they're buffing his base health and they're buffing his god-awful ult that you could just walk out of. So at least now it's longer. And I think after Maokai being out for so long, people have gotten used to his ult range. So now this little extra tidbit is going to be like, oh, people are going to be like, oh, I can walk out of it. Or, oh, it's not going to hit me. But surprise, it hits you because it's 500 range longer. Good job, Riot. You ruined the tree. No one's going to fucking play this guy. Unless it's an LCS, maybe. But other than that, hell fucking no. Alright, Poppy. I haven't seen Poppy for the longest fucking time. And thank goodness I haven't, because when she's good, she is the best. When she's not good, she is not good at all. So what they do, Q health ratio up. Mid-season left some tanks with less damage than they need to function. Little bump to Poppy's bread and butter skill should go a long way. 7% to 8%, you're getting 1% more. But with this new meta, I don't see a lot of tanks going top. Like, there's still obviously tanks going top, but not too many, so. I mean, this is good. It's straight damage. It's a straight damage buff, but I don't know if it's enough. I really don't think it's enough to bring Poppy back. But I don't know. Maybe it's enough to make her playable, but I don't want her to be super OP because as an AD player, that was fucking hell. Okay, Rek'Sai. So, Rek'Sai, from what I saw, I initially thought Rek'Sai was ridiculous. But because I watched I Will Dominate's video where he fucking raped but still lost. And he said, oh, like, I raped this game and we still lost. So imagine in a game where I had actual teammates. But anyway, I thought Rek'Sai was OP. But after seeing, like, throughout the rest of the days, I quickly realized she's not that good. So let's see. Void Rush AD ratio increased, W on burrow speed standardized. After a couple of patches, we're pretty comfortable with where Rek'Sai sits right now. I think there's still slight room for more Void Rush to scale. Void Rush is the ult, right? Okay, we'll see. Okay, Queen's Wrath. So fresh, so queen. Fucking curves. Spells queued while attacking are handled better. Okay, quality of life. W. Now it takes the same time to unburrow whether you press W or attack a target. Wow, that wasn't like that before? That's horrible. That's horrible, and it distinguishes the Rek'Sai mains from the fucking plebs, but let's go forward. Alright, Void Rush. 1.6 to 1.85. Since you're incentivized to build damage, I'm glad it's doing more. Because this thing did not do a lot of damage. Void Rush can now properly be HUD pinged to display its cooldown or readiness, regardless of whether a marked target is in ranged. Okay. Void Rush's cooldown availability now displays accurately for allies in the HUD. Alright. Prey marks no longer show up for spectators. Okay, that's pretty good. Shaco. I loathe the day that Shaco comes back into the meta, because every fucking Shaco main and their mother will always bring Ignite, will always counter jungle you, and will always kill you. So let's see what they're doing. I hope to God he's not good. E base damage down, that's good. E scaling up at later levels, yes, because Shaco is known for his late game, so that's good. E damage now physical instead of magical. Okay, I mean that's kind of a buff. E execute parad. I don't know how to say that word. God damn it. I'm just gonna call it Paragram. Altered. Okay, Shaco isn't getting to live out his assassin fantasy. Yeah, no fucking duh. Let's make his late better. Okay, a sort of tanky fighter with some dashes and a slow that allows him to stick to one target and stat check them to death. Okay, so wait, what? The base damage was 5? Oh my god. Wait, the E-base damage isn't down. It went from 5 to 50. That's up. This is a straight lie. Okay, anyway, the ratio is down. Oh, but it's better at later levels. Okay. And it's bonus attack damage, so... And then the damage type is physical. That deals up to 50% additional damage based on targets. What? What? It's a fucking execute? Oh my god. 3 to 8% of the missing health damage. This makes it so much better early. Oh my god. Okay, well, Shaco got a good buff. Okay, Trundle. Q can damage turrets again. It used to be able to, for those of you who don't know. Trundle would go up to the turret and just fucking bite the stone. W healing regeneration amp increased and applies more quickly. That's pretty good. Okay, Trundle can once again chomp turrets. The attack following chomp now has more consistent timing. See, that was an issue that they resolved with Jax. Jax's W fucked up his animations really badly, and so did Trundle's, but no one really noticed it because no one plays him. No one plays him like I do, where you get Junsos. But, okay, let's see this. Was already giving 25% increased lifesteal. We're fixing the bug by bringing other sources of healing and regen up to the same level. Wow. That's pretty good. That's a good Trundle buff. This is actually going to help him a lot, I hope. I mean, there's nothing like really significant here besides the healing going up, and that only really affects mid to late game, but I like the animation. The animation thing is very quality of life slash kind of a buff, so that's good. I'm glad Trundle's getting some love because Trundle is a pretty fun champion. It's just it's not fun playing against him. So, Xayah, here we go. My girl, the one AD I can actually talk about. Q attack lockout now scales down with attack speed. What does this mean? After last patch's changes, we figured we could make Xayah feel a little bit smoother to play as the game progresses. So Feast. Attack lockout now scale... Oh, okay. So later in the game, the more attack speed you get, the sooner you can auto after you Q. That's actually a buff. So that's good. It's kind of... Okay, the nerf was she couldn't, like, auto immediately after her Q, like she used to. But I think they quickly realized that hurts her late game. So, like, extremely. So now what they did is they made it so the early game is nerfed from last patch because, you know, you can't auto immediately after you Q, but the late game, it's more forgiving. So that's actually really good. Okay, Rammus. Oh, wait a minute. I'll answer that later. Rammus's dance moves are so sick they scale with move speed, so they basically did the Yi. Audio updates. Okay. Okay, items. Abyssal Mask. I cannot talk about any of the mage items because I'm an AD main and I have no clue what, like, these changes, if they were good or bad. So, what'd they do? More health. That's good. Mana. That's good. Magic resist down. Okay, that's bad, but you're getting a whole lot of other shit. 15% damage tank for champions is gained as mana. Wait, and they gave it eternity? Holy shit. That's really fucking good. Okay. Adaptive Helm. Health increase, straight buff. Again, I don't know like if that's good or not. Because I haven't really seen people use it, honestly. Like, when I think of Adaptive Helm being used, I think of champions maybe like Heimer, Cassiopeia. But I don't know. I don't really see it being used. Let's see. Ancient Coin. Coin reward is increased. That's good. Wait. Okay, yeah, by 5. I thought it went down by 5. I thought that was 30. Alright, so the early coin, the ancient coin, the first thing is 25. That's really good. And the mana's up good. I think this, of all the support items that got reworked, is the weakest. Because the old one used to give you health and gold, and it gave you mana regen passively. Now you have to rely on the coin. So let's say you're in lane, right? Let's say you're getting zoned out. Like the enemy bot lane is winning against your bot lane. How are you going to get the coins? At that point, this item is useless. But hey, they buffed the middle one too. That's really good. Alright, Zeke's Convergence. Icon updated. Jungle items. They made some changes to them. What'd they do? Base mana regen, that's pretty good. And they nerfed the proc, but they increased the base, so that's better. So actually, this is even better now for Runic Echoes because you're always going to be regenerating mana, but you might not always be like farming the camps. Let's say you get counter jungled or something, or you're not like ganking as much or whatever. Because the proc has to hit a jungle monster for you to get your mana back, so we'll see. Anyway, sorry, I was like reading the stupidity on my phone. Anyway, Balmy Cinder. Cost decreased, health decreased, monster damage increased. So 80 health shaved off, 900 total gold, and 100 damage. So they want to do more damage, but be less effective, I guess, against champions. Because it gives less health, so that's kind of a nerf if you're bringing it to lane. So that's whatever. It helps for the jungle clear. Health, again, scaling with the Balmy Cinder change. Cinder Hulk is going to have less health. The 2,400... Okay, so it costs less, though. Bonus health multiply, that's really good. We might see Jungle Scion again, actually, out of this. And base mana regen, that's good. Sunfire Cape, it costs the same. That's what I'm getting at. It's the same. Balmy Cinder Chain Vest. Oh, okay, it has a different build path. Alright. Rift Herald, so that's like kind of a buff. Because whenever an item gets a build path where you can build more items into it, that makes it better because if you back with less gold, you could still get something towards it, which helps your laning. So, Rift Herald gives more gold, that's good. Rotating game mode, no one cares. TLDR, no one cares. Loading screen tips, let's go. We added more than 120 tips. Let's fucking go. I'm hard. Vision score, that's good. We're re-adding the random champion button, blind pick, and custom games to support hardcore risk takers. That's really good. And a shit ton of bug fixes. We're adding the functionality to buy skins in Champ Select. Thank the fucking Lord, you can make more money, Riot. And then the following skins are coming up. Alright. So, overall, I'd say a lot of quality of life improvements in this patch besides the Shaco change. I would give this patch a solid 7 out of 10. The last couple patches have been ass, but this one I feel is, it's not good. Like, it's not game breaking. It's not doing something amazing, but it's helping. It's giving a helping hand to a lot of champions. I like it. So closing thoughts. Pretty good patch. 7 out of 10 Mark Merrills. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. And bye-bye.